All right, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. If you've never been here before, I'm going to ask you to hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you are notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. And I put up multiple videos randomly every 24-hour period. All right, now. So, this Jamaican woman was found dead in Antigua. First of all, let me say shout out to my Caribbean family, all the Caribbean islands. Big shout out to my Antigua and Barbuda family as well, right? One of the things I like about Antigua is that their murder rate is extremely low. I believe they had 9 murders for 2020. Now, if you compare 9 murders to over 1,000, if you compare contrast Jamaica, a lot of Jamaicans get upset and say, oh, SouFlo, where you compare the two for? Antigua barely have people on it, and Jamaica 2.5 million people. So the population alone. But what I was talking about was more like how the people treat each other and how they value life in comparison to what is taking place on the island of Jamaica. Anyhow, she's a Jamaican, and she was found dead in Antigua. And according to the Star, an investigation had begun into the death of Nicole Monroe Baptiste is her name, whose body was discovered in the early hours of Friday morning under a container in Perry Bay. Under a container, Listen, Nicole is a Jamaican national and she was born with dwarfism. So she had one short person, little people. And she had made Antigua her home for decades. And she's well known throughout the country as an entertainer. I don't know what kind of entertainer she is. She maybe sing and dance. I don't know. Now, following the discovery of her body, a medical doctor was summoned to the scene where she was pronounced dead. And an autopsy is still not yet done to determine the likely cause of her death. They're saying that right now, no foul play is immediately suspected. Police report that they will conduct their due diligent investigations and they will continue to track this development. Actually, this was not in the Star, this was in ABS. Shout out to the Star anyway, because I cover a lot of content that comes through the Star, Gleaner, Loop, and these types of outlets. Alright, here's the thing. She was found under a container. And no foul play is suspected. Now, I understand Antigua might want to keep their murder numbers low because it will look even better for the country and their tourism board and all these other things, but we have to call it what it is. This looks suspicious. This looks suspicious. This looks suspicious to me. She was found under a container. Make sure nobody don't go under a container to rest. Them don't go under a container to fall asleep. Them go, I don't know. Especially somebody who has a place to live and is well known and does well for herself. Why would she be found under a container? She didn't die then roll under a container or put herself under there. So right away, foul play is suspected in my mind. But according to them in Antigua, no foul play is suspected. Legacy Roberts says, my condolences to the family. Rest in peace. Marva Blue Bar says, my condolences to the family. Doreen Harris says, Nicole, you're gone, but you're not forgotten. I just spoke to you Monday morning. You came by the magistrate court. R.I.P. Condolences to the family. R.I.P. 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 And then, boom, Duffus Sheena says, her husband knows about this. My God, R.I.P. If you notice, when they brought the story, there was no mention of her being married and there is a husband involved and all these other things. But I like to read the comment section because some people who don't want to talk out loud because they fear retribution or they don't, or retaliation, or they don't want their identity revealed, they'll usually come on social media and drop a thing. Her husband knows about this. My God, R.I.P. I'm going to have to look more into this story to see where or how the husband could connect to all this. You know? Alright. So with that said, Friday Talk About says why Jamaican woman them ever are dead in a Antigua. OMG. And another person again says check her husband. He is the main suspect. I will leave that right there for now. I will end this by saying my condolences to her family as well, because that's all I can say from this point. But foul play for me is definitely involved, even though they're saying no foul play is involved so far. I'm going to go check out the story and see what the husband about. We'll get back to this one. Stay tuned. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you are notified when the update for this story comes out or any other stories like these. Alright? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you know something, say something. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.